Students, welcome to the fourth revision classes of basic thermal engineering. Hope everyone will be safe at your homes. Today we'll discuss some of the important questions and answers for the theory examinations from the unit 6 of basic thermal engineering. The unit is gas turbine jet propulsions. In the first video we will discuss the gas turbine, and the second video we will discuss the jet propulsion. These are the important questions on this gas turbine and jet propulsion system which have been repeatedly asked for the diploma examination since in the previous examinations. So here we are studying the classification, application, limitations and fuel used in the gas turbine, closed cycle gas turbine, open cycle gas turbine, and difference between closed cycle gas turbine and open cycle gas turbine. Closed cycle gas turbine with the intercooling and reheating, turbojet engine, ramjet engine, rocket engine. Now, what is the gas turbine? The gas turbine is, we have seen that water turbine, impulse reaction turbines, impulse and reaction turbines, that are the main two turbine classifications. And actually we seen that water turbine for the power generation, where the water is falling on the impeller blades and power is generated. Like that, the gas turbine, in the gas turbine, atmospheric air is compressed in a compressor where its pressure and temperature increases. The hot air from the compressor is then passed into the combustion chamber to increase its temperature. After that, the hot air is made to flow over the moving blades of the gas turbine, where it imparts some of its energy to the moving blades, rotating the runner. During this process, the air gets expanded and finally it is exhausted to the atmosphere, generating a power. The major part of the power developed is utilized in this plant for driving the compressor only, and again the remaining power is used for other purpose works. If we consider see about the classification of the gas turbine, it is classified into two ways based on the two factors. One is the path of the working substance, and second one is the process of heat absorption. So based on the path of working substance, first classification is closed cycle gas turbine. In this, the cycle is completely closed, working cycle is continuously repeated. Open cycle gas turbine means there is cycle is open, where the working substance is continuously exhausted to atmosphere. Next, semi closed gas turbine. Here, a part of working substance is exhausted to the atmosphere, and remaining it is used for working in the plant. The second factor classification is based on the process of heat absorption. In the first unit, we studied the process of heat absorption. If the heat is absorbed during the constant volume, then it is called as constant volume gas turbine. If the heat is absorbed during the constant process, then it is called as a constant pressure gas turbine. Next, if you see applications of the gas turbine, it is used for power generation, electrical power generation. The majority nowadays we are seeing the need of power. So one more alternative source is the gas turbine. It is being used for the power generation. And second application, it is used in jet aircrafts. The jet aircraft works on the principle of the gas turbine and ships. Next, it is used for running the some of the locomotives. It is used in pulverized fuel fired plants for power supply. It is used in IC engine to increase the efficiency, that is the supercharging of the IC engine by supplying oxygen content. It is used in different industrial applications and gas power plants. So these are the applications and that classification. And what is a gas turbine? Now if we came across the limitations of the gas turbine, its thermal efficiency is less, about 25 to 30% than the IC engine. Its thermal efficiency is less of 25 to 30% than the IC engine. The starting of gas turbine is a not easy, it is a difficult process. To start the gas turbine, it needs some other accessories, and closed gas turbines cannot be used in the aeronautical engines, as it requires continuous cooling process and the working substance here is continuously recirculated. So it is one of the difficult to maintain working substance continuously circulating. The fourth limitations, if we see most of the power developed is utilized for driving the compressor in the plant only. It makes the power loss. That means 100% of work, in that 60% power is used for driving the compressor and 40% is used for other work purposes. And here it is difficult to maintain fuel control as it operates on various different operating speeds. The moving blades, as the hot air is impinging or falling on the blades, it needs a special cooling system. Due to higher operating speeds, it is difficult to have a speed reduction device, because the gas turbine is operating at the different speeds, so that we can't use a speed reduction device. So to avoid the corrosive, we are using nickel chromium alloy, so the manufacturing of the blade is costlier. Next, the general fuels used are oil, blast furnace gas, coal gas, producer gas, pulverized coal gas. So this is 5 marks question. Explain the closed cycle gas turbine. So if you see the schematic diagram, here it contains the 4 important parts, that is heating chamber, turbine, cooling chamber, compressor, and one more part is that additional generator, it is attached to the turbine. 1 to 2 process is a heating of compressed air. At the heating temperature, the temperature rises from T1 to T2. 2 to 3 process is the isentropic expansion of air in the turbine. Here pressure will be dropped from P2 to P3 and temperature drops from T2 to T3. The process 3 to 4 represents the cooling of air at a constant pressure. The temperature drops from T3 to T4. Here cooling means we are removing the heat, so that the temperature is dropped T3 point to the T4 point. Process 4 to 1 is the isentropic compression of the air, where its pressure and temperature again increases and it is compressed to restore the original process. Now if you see the operations, it works on the principle of Joule's or Brayton cycle, and working fluid is air. It is used again and again. In its simplest form, it is having a compressor. You can see that near to the 4th point, compressor, heating chamber, gas turbine, and cooling chamber. Gas turbine is used to drive the generator. It is used to drive the generator as well as compressor. So with the help of gas turbine, we are driving generator and compressor also. In this turbine, compressed air is isentropically passed into the heating chamber. The compressed air is heated by some external source, and it is made to flow over the blades of the reaction turbine. The gas, while flowing over the blades, gets expanded. It gets expanded, and it rotates the blades of the turbine, which develop the power. From the turbine, hot gas is passed to the cooling chamber, where it is cooled at a constant pressure with the help of circulating water to its original temperature. Again, from the cooling chamber, the air is passed to the compressor, where it is compressed again, and the cycle is repeated. This is the working of the closed cycle gas turbine, and some important points on this is given in this slide. How it works, it is explained here. The closed cycle works on the principle of Joule-Brayton cycle. Working fluid is Joule. It is having a compressor, heating chamber, gas turbine, cooling chamber, and gas turbine used for driving both the generator and compressor. Compressed air is passed into the heating chamber. Compressed air is heated by some external source made to flow over the blades of the reaction turbine. Gas, when it flows over the blades, get expanded and rotates blades to turbine the power. Then turbine, from turbine, hot air is to the cooling chamber, where the heat is removed, and again it is passed to the compressor. It is again get compressed, and the cycle repeats. Next, the one more important question is open cycle gas turbine. So we can observe here, in the closed cycle gas turbine there is a cooling chamber, but here there is no cooling chamber. Here there is no cooling chamber. It also is having compressor, combustion chamber, turbine, generator, and atmospheric enters one side, and gas is exhausted to the atmosphere. But in the closed cycle gas turbine, the air is continuously circulated. That means it is not exhausted to the atmosphere, but here the air is exhausted to the atmosphere. That's why it is called as a open cycle gas turbine. And if we see the different process occurring in this cycle are process 1 to 2 represents heating of air in a heating chamber at a constant pressure. So combustion chamber, we are heating the air at a constant pressure, so which increases temperature T1 to T2. Process 2 to 3 represents isentropic expansion of air, in the turbine. In the turbine, there the pressure drops from P2 to P3. There is a decrease in the pressure from the P3 to PT, and temperature also decreases from T2 to T3. Process 3 to 4 represents exhaust to the atmosphere at a constant pressure, that is P3, and P3 is equal to P4. The exhaust gas, the gas is exhausted to the atmosphere at the same pressure, and it enters to the compressor at the same pressure. Process 4 to 1 represents isentropic compaction with a increasing in the pressure from P4 to P5 and temperature from T1 to T1. So these are the processes occurring in the open cycle gas turbine. If we now will see how it works. It also works on the same concept, on the principle of Joule's cycle. It is known as continuous combustion gas turbine because here air is continuously exhausted to the atmosphere. In the simplest form, if we take, if we see this, it is having parts of compressor, combustion chamber, turbine, generator. In this turbine, air is sucked from the atmosphere and it is compressed isentropically and then compressed air is passed through the combustion chamber where it is heated by combustion of fuel. The products of combustion also mixed with compressed air, thus increasing the mass of the gas. The hot gas then allowed to flow over the reaction turbine blades. The gas while flowing over the blades gets expanded and rotate the blades of the turbine to develop the work. The gas finally exhausted to the atmosphere and cycle is repeated. Next, this is the working of the open cycle, some of the important points on the open cycle gas turbine, how it works. Next, one more question is the explain the closed cycle gas turbine with intercooling. So here the closed cycle work, already we studied the closed cycle gas turbine. Here intercooling process in the gas turbine, how the intercooling process we are applying here. If you see the schematic diagram, the first is a low pressure compressor and high pressure compressor. In between the two compressors, here we are using the two compressors, one intercooling is used. And again from high compressor, HP compressor, if you see the remaining schematic diagram is same, that is a closed cycle gas turbine. Heating chamber is there, HP compressors to heating chamber, turbine, generator, cooling chamber. Again from the cooling chamber, the air is passed to the low pressure compressor. That means here we are using the two-stage compressor, and in between that two-stage compressor, one intercooler is used. So this is the outline diagram. If you see the expansion in the gas turbine, major portion of the power developed by turbine is used for driving the compressor. Already we know that most of the power developed is used for running the compressor, that means starting the compressor. So this power loss can be reduced by compressing the air in two stage compress mode, by compressing the air in two stages and with an intercooler in between the two compressors, which increases the efficiency of the gas turbine. If you use the two compressors and one intercooler, it will be increasing the efficiency of the gas turbine by reducing the power loss. That is a power which we are using for major power we are using for driving the compressor, means it requires the less power to start the compressor. So how? At the beginning, air is compressed in the first low pressure compressor, LP compressor. You can see on the sketch, you can see on the LP compressor. LP compressor, here what will happens, air is compressed in the first low pressure compressor. So low pressure compressor, what will happen there? It increases the pressure and temperature of the air. The pressure and temperature of the air is increased here. This air is passed into the intercooler. You can see the intercooler. So low pressure air from the low pressure compressor, which is having high pressure and temperature, it is then enters into the intercooler, which reduces the temperature of the compressed air. So the function of the intercooler here is to reduce the temperature of the compressed air to its original temperature with a constant pressure. Now the air is compressed once again in the high pressure compressor. So high pressure compressor, the high pressure air is now passed through the heating chamber. You can see heating chamber. This is the heating chamber. heating chamber where it is heated and then it is allowed to flow over the blades of the turbine. From heating chamber it is come to the turbine. You can see the turbine to develop the work. Finally, air is cooled in the cooling chamber. From the cooling chamber it is passed to, again it is sent back to the low pressure compressor. Finally, air is cooled in the cooling chamber and then passed to the low pressure compressor to repeat the procedure. So with this brief you can explain the schematic diagram, the closed gas turbine with intercooler. Here one point we can by passing the air into the two compressor we are improving the thermal efficiency of the gas turbine and we are reducing the power loss. That is a major power requirement for driving the compressor is reduced by using the two compressors and with the help of intercooler. This is the one major advantage of this arrangement. Now next we will discuss one more question, that is explain the closed cycle gas turbine with reheating. In the previous question we are discussed the gas turbine with intercooler. Here if we compare that this intercooler schematic diagram and this reheater diagram, there two compressor, low pressure compressor and high pressure compressor are used. Here two heaters are used, first heater and second heater. You can observe first heater, second heater, these are the two differences we can use, and first turbine and second turbine is the major difference as compared to the closed cycle gas turbine with intercooler. The output of the gas turbine can be improved by expanding hot air in two stages reheater. Here air is first compressed in the compressor and passed into the heating first chamber, first heater, where it gets heated and it is expanded in the first turbine, then the exhaust air from the first turbine is again heated in the second heater and it is passed into the second turbine where it expands on the blades and generates the power that is connected to the generator. The exhaust from the second turbine is again passed to the cooling chamber where the temperature is reduced and from the cooling chamber the air is sent to the compressor to repeat the procedure. So this is what the working of closed gas turbine with reheating. Now one more important question is the comparison between open cycle gas turbine and closed cycle gas turbine. So one side you take the closed cycle gas turbine and one more open cycle gas turbine. The compressed in the closed cycle gas turbine, first we discuss on the compressed air. It is heated in a heating chamber and it is heated by external source. So here the amount of gas whatever we are supplying is the same, external heating and it is heated by external source and it is heated in a heating chamber. That's why the gas will remaining the same. In open cycle gas turbine, compressed air is heated in a combustion chamber and heated by a fuel. We are heating it with a fuel. So the products of fuel mixes with the air and increasing its mass, which will impair the working of the turbine plant. Second difference we observe from that closed cycle gas turbine and open cycle gas turbine, the gas from the turbine is passed into the cooling chamber. The gas from the turbine is exhausted to the atmosphere. So this is a major difference we have observed in the schematic diagram. In the closed cycle, the complete cycle is closed in the schematic diagram. That means the whatever the working substance is there is continuously recirculated and repeated. But in the open cycle, air enters compressor and it is from the exhaust from the turbine is exhausted to the atmosphere. That is, it is not recirculated. Third, that is the same. The working fluid is recirculated and here working fluid is continuously replaced. Next, fourth point, any fluid with better thermodynamic properties can be used. So better thermodynamic properties, that is a temperature, pressure and viscosity. Some of the major, that is the thermodynamic properties which the fluid is having can be used. But in the open cycle gas turbine, only air is used. The closed cycle, we can use any fluid with the different thermodynamic properties, but in open cycle gas turbine we can use only air as a working fluid. Fifth difference, if you see, the turbine blades do not wear away. Here easily the turbine blades are not wearing as gas is not contaminated. So in the first difference we learned that mass of the gas is, there is no fuel interruption, mass of the gas is remaining same, so gas is not contaminated, so that's why the blades are not wearing. But in open cycle gas turbine, the turbine blades wear away earlier, easily. Here the blades are wearing because the gas is contaminated. The sixth difference we can see, the hot gas is circulated by is cooled by circulating water, hence it is best suited for stationary installation or marine uses. So marine uses ಅಥವಾ stationary installation ಒಳಗೆ ನಾವು ಇದನ್ನು ಈಸಿಲಿ, ಯಾಕಂದ್ರೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಟರ್ ಅವೈಲೇಬಲ್ ಇರ್ತೈತಿ marine and some stationary water is available and cooling is easy, that's why you can use there. Here air is discharged to the atmosphere. In the open cycle gas turbine, the air is discharged continuously to the atmosphere, hence it is best suited for moving vehicle. Vehicle means in the atmosphere where the air is available. Closed cycle gas turbine is having high maintenance cost. Open cycle gas turbine is having low maintenance cost. Mass of the installation per kV kilowatt is more and mass of the installation per kilowatt is less. So this is the comparison between open cycle and closed cycle gas turbine. So these are the 8 important questions, and the remaining 4 questions, that is the turbojet engine, ramjet engine and jet propulsion, will discuss in the next video. Thank you.